Hello all and welcome to Wow Crochet. My name is Mary and today is the third Wednesday of the month, meaning a WIP Wednesday. Yay! It is actually one of my favorite things to do out of all our tutorials and our videos here at Wow Crochet. I really love WIP Wednesday. It's one of those things where you know that you can discuss items you've made in the past, items you're currently doing, private projects outside of YouTube, and also some new stuff that's coming up. Plus, today we have an extra special thing happening. We have had about a week and a half ago, I think it was, maybe by the time this goes up, yeah, a week and a half ago it will be. My sisters came here and we as we do. We got a little bit silly, but we had about 5 minutes where my sister Sarah tried on the honey cowl. And for those of you who are regulars, you'll know what the honey cowl is. If you're joining us new, firstly, welcome. Secondly, the honey cowl was a cowl that I made in honor of my King Charles Cavalier honey, her name was. And she was a Blenheim, if you know much about Cavaliers. She was a dog, by the way. I'm sure not everybody knows it, but she was a beautiful looking dog, and that's a purebred. She was gorgeous, she was stunning. She had all the features of the Blenheim. It was the most beautiful colors on her. So when she passed, I decided to make a cowl in her honor because she was always so sophisticated. She'd always raise her head. So I just thought of her as a cowl, you know, cowl that comes out in front, and you can also wear it on the side. Actually, I'm not going to say anything because I'll show you that footage halfway through our video here today. And that's that. So those are the things that are happening today. Now, we're going to start with something that obviously you can see to my side. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? Stunning, stunning, stunning. Now, it's not my design, so I can't actually show you guys the tutorial on this particular piece. It's actually not the actual design itself. It's not the same either because I can't work out the design. I haven't spoken to the designer. I've read all the other questions that everybody else asked the designer, which is the same questions I want to ask. And sadly, I can't come to an answer. She hasn't given us an answer. So she's given us some kind of answers, but it doesn't add up. So I'm just kind of winging it, as you do. And it's not too bad, but I did notice the last 4 rows are going to have to be frogged. So for those of you who don't know what frogged means, frog means when you take those rows undone and go all the way back. But I have to do that because I found, because the actual design here, I don't know if I can get a close-up. Oh, I'll take it off and get a close-up for you. The actual design there, the other lady that designed it used trebles or triple trebles or something like that. And I only use like trebles there. If you can see those, the kind of grey-brown bit, it's only got trebles on there. So I kind of didn't stick to the plan. And it has made the poncho a little bit smaller than it should be in length, not so much in width. So see, that should come about here, but it kind of comes up here. So yours truly is going to have to play with that a little bit more. So I'm going to take undone these last 4 rows, which is really intricate, and I wish I hadn't. I wish I hadn't got that far, but I'll take them undone, have a play with a pattern, make it a little bit, you know, elongate it a little bit, and then pop that other design right there on. Because after this design, I'm going to have about 8 or 10 rows of the top design, and then I'm going to have a tiny little pattern on the bottom. And it's just not long enough because I've miscalculated the length of, you know, your trebles. So, you know, it happens. And when you play with patterns, that's what happens. So there we have it. Now let's get on with some stuff that I've been wanting to show you for a very long time. Now I think you've already seen this, but I'm going to show you anyway because I wanted to talk to you about it. Now, there you go. Oh, look at that. And you put your little army on there. Little army, your arm, not your army. There you go. And it's a gorgeous little bag. Okay, now I use this one often, and I have used it often in the past when I go to craft shows. And usually these craft shows, they last all day, and sometimes it kind of tires me down and I really need to get certain jobs finished and I just haven't got that time to finish it. So I take in my squares for, you know, a granny square blanket or my granny square tops that I've been making recently, which one day I will show you. And I pop in the yarn and goes in there with some other odds and ends, like, you know, you've got a little pack. Where's my little pack? See that little pack? Well, that goes in there. Ta-da! And there you go. And I grab my crochet hook and my yarn, and the yarn's coming out through the side there, and I work away. I want us here at YouTube to make one of these. I know, right? It doesn't have to be this color. In fact, I've been thinking, because it's already a dark autumny color, I've been thinking of making one in a very light, bright spring summer color. And I thought maybe colors, because there's a few colors there, as you can see. I thought maybe you guys might like to make one with me. I don't know about lining and a zipper. I haven't thought about it. It's just the actual design itself doesn't sort of need a lining and zipper. However, we'll see how we go at the end of the bag. We are going to make this bag together, you and I. There is the back part with a love heart, but I won't be doing that because it's a little bit too intricate. But I will do the square. Squares, as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 colors there. So we're going to be using cotton, different color cottons. You can use your lights, your darks, whatever you want, but I'm going to be making a summer bag just for fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to work with whatever yarn, thread, whatever you've got in your house, we're going to work with that. And that is coming up in probably 2 weeks, okay? We're going to start that in 2 weeks. It's not difficult. It is a thicker stitch, so it's actually a single crochet, so it may take you a little bit longer to make than your basic stitch, but it's not a difficult stitch. There is a tiny little bit of color change, as you can see, but I'm going to show you a little trick. I'm so clever. Well, maybe not, but I will show you that trick. It is a gorgeous little trick, and as you can see, it keeps everything gorgeously straight. I know, right? I know. And we're making that in a couple of weeks. Pretty coolio. I just thought I wanted to show you that you have actually seen that. Well, some of you, my regulars, may have actually seen that particular piece. So there you go. I wanted to show you something that I did discuss a while back, that I was making a corner to corner vest. Okay, because yours truly, you know I love my vests. Yeah, and I got that far into it. So the pieces are actually crocheted together, and that's the back. And that is the front. I haven't finished the front yet. And then I'm going to pop a corner to corner strap this way as straps. And then if we find that it's too loose here, we might pop a corner to corner fill in. Why? Because we can. And if we can't, we'll learn. It's not that difficult, guys. If you know how to do the corner to corner, the rest is easy. Now, you only see those stitch markers there because I haven't attached it yet, but I will. Now, that is a cotton. That is a 10-ply cotton. Not necessary for you to use a 10-ply cotton because you will be making measurements to suit you. So you can use your 4, your 6, your 8, your 10, I mean, whatever ply you like. So for those of you overseas, whatever number you like, you can go 3, you can go 4, you can go 5, and so on, to as big as you want it to be. You know, the thicker, the quicker, as they say. But there you go. And we are definitely doing the corner to corner vest once I perfect it. And once I get some more cotton, because yours truly wants to make a second one, I'm using this as a practice, and the second one will be our actual tutorial. Pretty coolio, yeah? Pretty coolio. This is all about works in progress. WIP Wednesday. I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning. WIP, W-I-P, work in progress. And don't forget, guys, ta-da, the Granny Square Shrug. We will be using the Lion brand. Okay, it is Landscapes, Lion brand Landscapes. And look at those gorgeous colors. That's the colors I'm using. Not necessary for you to use the same colors, but yours truly does love this color. I mean, look at the blues and the greens. Aren't they gorgeous? We're making it next week. Who knew, huh? Who knew? Now, we're making it next week for 2 reasons. One, I'm not sure if everybody will have the soles for their slippers this week, so I think we might start on the shrug next week. When we do our live this Saturday, don't forget the live this Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning, Melbourne, Australia time. When we do our live this Saturday, we'll discuss the slippers. But I think next week we are going to, no, not think, I know we are starting this next week because I want to start it. I want to start it. It's as simple as that. We're going to start it next week. We're going to have some fun because yours truly wants to do it. Breathe, Mary, breathe, breathe. Now, sorry guys, I get really excited when I'm introducing new projects. A few weeks back, you guys would have seen, the regulars would have seen, newbies may not have seen this, but if you are joining us new, check this out. These are gorgeous. Now, the squares are not my squares, so I can't actually make the squares on YouTube. The design I can because it's my own design. I'm sure there are others similar, but this one here is my own, and there it is. Ta-da! It's going to be, as you all know, I love my vests, and it's going to be a vest. So it sits like that. I will have a triangle put in there as well because I don't like that. A lot of people put like little frills down there. Not my thing. I actually want to close it up at the front, and then when I do the back, and that goes at the back, I'm going to drop the back a little bit down the back to give it a nice front and then drop down the back look. Cannot wait for this to be finished. I'm in the middle of doing the triangle parts, like, you know, half a square part right now as we speak. Well, not right now because my hands are here. You can't do both at the same time. I could if it was an octopus. Gonna have two hands working at the back, two hands working down the bottom, and these two just doing the typical Italian moves. So guys, that's just something I wanted you to see. You have seen that. You've seen the squares in the past. I showed you that a few weeks ago. So I thought I'd give you just an update on where that was. And of course, this guy here. I know, I'm very excited about this one. Now, a couple of things you haven't seen that I really wanted to show you. A few years ago, might have even been a year ago, not a few years, only about a year ago, here in Melbourne, Australia, they decided to charge for plastic bags in the supermarkets. You know, that happens. What do you do? Happens, right? So I thought, why not make my own market bags? Now, I tried different bags, I tried different styles, they all stretch, and I think it's the actual cotton itself. Look at that cotton. So yours truly wants to make a market bag, but not this cotton, because look at it go, woo, you try putting a few cans, it's going to hit the ground. So we will be making some market bags. I just love the handle. Okay, love, love, love the handle. Gorgeous, gorgeous. But, you know, maybe not this particular cotton, and this particular cotton is just not appropriate for it. The cotton you would need for the bag would probably be a Mercer-sized cotton, or Mercer-sized, however you want to pronounce it. Mercer-sized, I don't know. Anyway, and you could use that cotton, but this one here, it's one of those really soft, lovely ones. Don't use that because it stretches. I put it on my shoulder and I got some cans out of the cupboard and popped it in and it just dropped right down to the ground. So we won't be using that cotton, and we probably won't be using this style either. So we will have a play with some bags and we will bring them to you. I just wanted to show you that there are bags out there, and we're going to try one. We're going to try one in a couple of weeks' time, or maybe even a month's time. Better give myself 4 weeks of practicing. But I wanted you to know that we are going to be making some market bags here at Wild Crochet, along with our gorgeous little arm bag. I know, right? I know. Now, just for fun, yours truly, a couple of weeks back I was playing with making some squares for a large granny square blanket that maybe we may make on YouTube. So I found this one. It was in a book that I was reading. I can't remember the name of the book, but I can't use this because it was from a book. I can't use it. But I can actually make something similar. I just wanted to show you the colors. So when we are looking at making our spring summer blanket, maybe we might make squares. Maybe we'll do chevron looking, but the gap chevron, you know, not the scrunched up together one. Or maybe we'll do something as gorgeous as that, or something similar than that. Not so much that one there. But I just wanted to show you the colors together. If you're looking for a spring color combination, these are gorgeous. Spring, summer, that kind of combination. These are gorgeous colors, very bright. I'm starting to get itchy already because I've been picking up wool. For those of you who know me will know that I'm really allergic, and it's really sad because whenever I crochet something that's wool, I'm forever doing that. So there you go. That is cotton, but the other stuff was wool before. Just so you guys know where I'm coming from, you know that I make vests and I wear them in cotton. So I thought I would show you the very first vest I ever made. And I didn't find it for our History Friday, but I found it now. And give me a second. And we did a crisscross weave because I got my daughter to wear it. But there it is. Oh, I got my daughter to model it. How gorgeous is that? And just a basic granny square in there with different colours. And I think those buttons are really gorgeous. Look at them sparkle. Woo. And also I put them together. I stitched it together just using chains. Check it out. I think a chain 3. Yeah. Chain 3, slip stitch, chain 3, slip stitch, chain 3, slip stitch, all the way through. Gorgeous. I know, right? So, you know, you don't have to make vests the way everybody expects you to. You can change it up, do something different. I've got 2 straps up here so that I can make it crisscross. You can make it crisscross or you can leave it normal. Okay, but I liked it crisscross, and I remember when I did the crisscross, it kind of got a bit of notice too, like that at the back. So it came gorgeous. I really loved it. The squares are really big. Don't think because there's only 4 squares you're thinking that's not much at all. But these squares are really quite big. They're about that big, you know. And I needed it big anyway. Hey, stop picking on me. I needed larger squares, larger size squares. So there you go. That was the very first vest I ever made. I've made other things before that, but I wanted to try my first vest in a granny square, and that was the best I could come up with. One last thing we're going to talk about, and real quickly, no we won't, we'll hold that out. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to show you the footage of myself and my sisters all together showing you how to wear the honey cowl and having a little bit of a gas bag along the way. Check it out, guys. Alrighty guys, here we are with my sister. Say hello, Sarah.
Hello.
And Sarah is the sister that I donated the cowl to. I say donated because she came over one day and said, that's nice. And I said, would you like it? She said, yes. We didn't even have to think twice, did we, Sarah? What did you want to ask me about the cowl first, Sarah?
I want to know what wool you used to make this.
I used the Stella range from Bendigo Woolen Mills. You can use anything that's 8 ply. That's actually an 8 ply. So anything 8 ply is fine as long as it's not too itchy on your skin. If you have allergies like me, don't use wool. But, you know, if you have allergies like me, you can make this in cotton because I've made something similar in cotton. So you can actually make it in cotton as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's
and
good.
There are many ways you can wear your cowl. Obviously, Sarah's doing her cowl this way. I'm going to show you another way where you can actually...
Which is warm, by the way.
Take it off your shoulders like that. We have all my sisters here today, actually.
Woohoo! Come on, sisters.
We have all my sisters here, so if they want to come out and have a quick look-see, if I can find them. I don't know where they were. They were here a minute ago. Right next to Sarah, we have the cowl that we've been working on. It's the corner-to-corner cowl. Sarah's model today. She's a hand model. Oh, wait. Oh.
Oh my goodness. The flying cowl.
Oh, here she is. Oh, here we go. We've got another model in the house.
Another model.
Okay, so you guys know the 4 of us. We actually have another sister somewhere along the track. She's around somewhere. I don't know what we've done with her.
She was one that was behind the scenes.
She was behind the scenes in the old days, but maybe she might be able to peek out and show her face.
I think she's got some goodies for us.
She might pop in, seeing that Easter's around the corner.
That's right.
Hoppity hop, Josie. Hoppity hop.
I know she's around here
Let's go,
somewhere.
Mama.
So,
Hoppity hop.
and
here she is.
Oh, wait, is she coming? I
Wait.
don't know. Christmas is coming, Josie. Not even Easter. Christmas is coming. Here we go. Oh.
There's Josie.
No, you have to. Oh, you're not going to show. Oh, we're not showing our face. We're doing our arms today.
Showing my face.
Oh, no wonder.
So it is Easter. Almost Easter.
If I leave it in their hands, we're going to lose all our eggs. We're going to lose them.
Yep.
Oh.
They
yum.
say to put all your eggs in the basket.
Excuse
as you get
me.
older, like
My
us.
son will
You
not be
need
happy
them.
if you do that.
Oh, no. This is one that was prepared, made by Mary from Wow Crochet. And if you want to follow her, go on Instagram and Facebook.
So over the
And
next
there are 2 parts to preparing this.
over the next
Making
few
it.
months, we're going to probably be interviewing a couple of these girls. I don't know if one of them wants to be interviewed, but the other 2 will probably be interviewed eventually. And when they come on for their interview, maybe we can talk them into doing a small something for the channel.
Lovely.
We can work
I'd be
something
happy
out.
to do that.
And actually, both my sisters, actually all 3 of them, they knit and they crochet. So they do both. And I believe Josie and Sarah tends to do the sewing as well. Is that correct?
Correct, mundo.
Yes. And you do sew. You sew as well, don't you? Oh, a little bit. Okay. Not as much. And oh, we're having coffees now. Look at this. We've got coffees. We've got our Easter bag. We've got our cowls. Oh, we're set for the day. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. We've only wanted to do about a 5-minute show on the actual honey cowl. Oh, more chocolate biscuits. I tell you, it's going to be one of those days. They're going to be on a sugar high for a little while. So we just wanted to show you the honey cowl. Instead, we seem to have showed you practically everything by accident. And the other one's gone missing. That's all right. Now, this is the actual cowl that we made this week. So if you were still wanting to make all of these items, I will pop the links to these items in a description box down below.
Beautiful colour.
I know.
And I do love the button on this one.
I know we are talking,
Really?
this button is a $7.10 intricate
I believe
button.
it. I believe it.
It is handcrafted, and I did get that from, the shop in the city trees, what was it called? Morris and Sons. Morris and Sons in Melbourne. So thank you so much for watching, guys. And guess what? We all have a lot of fun here at Wow Crochet, and we're about to say
Ciao
for now.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
4 little cackleberries in the background. So there you go. That's my sisters. Occasionally we get together, we have a bit of a laugh, have a bit of a giggle, get a bit silly sometimes, you know, it happens. But why be normal? Normal's for everybody else. And one last thing I was going to show you, and I'm not actually going to show you this. We're going to talk about, no, there's 2 things actually, but we're just going to talk quickly about our blanket. Where are you at with our blanket? Check it out. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. How gorgeous is it looking? I know, right? I know. If you are new to the channel, would like to do this blanket, the link to this blanket, the very first link you see in the description box down below will be this. It'll actually be the playlist to the blanket. So you click on the playlist and then you start at part 1 and you work your way down. I think we got up to part 3. Part 1 was starting the blanket. I can't remember what part 2 was. It's such a long time ago. And part 3 was crocheting. Let me show you quickly so you can see it. Part 3 was, I've pulled it undone by bringing it over here, crocheting 3 or 4 rows together at the same time. And like I said, I've taken it undone by bringing it over. I've got them on the couch and I pulled it over and I could feel it coming undone. And actually the thread is just like, I'm sorry, did I get sidetracked? Sorry guys. So don't forget guys, we still need to complete this blanket. Now, I don't know where you're at with it. My blanket still has another 20 rows to go. It's going to take 100 years. Exaggerating by a few million years, of course, but we'll get it done. We will. And when, I reckon another 2 weeks, we can come back, maybe 2 weeks. We can come back and do a final row, and maybe you can do something fancy. I'm not really sure. Haven't really decided what we're going to do with the final row. Perhaps maybe if you had some ideas, you can pop them in the description box. I'm sorry. You can pop them in the comment section down below and get it right, Mary. You can pop them in the comment section down below. One last thing. Papyrus or papyrus or papyrus? You work it out. I'm not doing it anymore. You work it out. Okay. Now, I just wanted to let you guys know that yours truly, and I'm sure I mentioned this a while back. Actually, I did because I discussed it saying that it was too long, that I'm making a top-down top. So I'm making that's the front and that is the back. So they're a bit long. So I'm going to take that base part undone and do it again. I just have to take it undone to about here, which is still a lot of work. And then just bring it up a little bit and make it a bit higher so it's not too short. And once we get to about there, it's just going to be made in one piece in a round and round and round and round and round. Okay, so this is a kind of top down that I think you guys will be able to crochet. So I'm thinking possible we could either start this one or we can do this one. I haven't really decided, but I think at this stage, because that one there I'm nowhere near finishing, and neither this one here, but once you get to that part there, the rest is easy. Because, my dears, this one here is, and let me get a close-up for you so you can see, not that one, this one here. It is the basic V-stitch. Oh, is it upside down? Let's see. Oh, it's upside down. Get it right, Mary. I'll get there in a sec, hang on. There, it's just a V-stitch. It's a little bit dark there, that's better. The lighting's better there. So it's just your normal V-stitch, not your double crochet V-stitch where the close together. The V-stitch where you've got your gaps. So you can wear this particular piece over a singlet, over a top, a singlet top kind of thing. You can wear it over a t-shirt. You can wear it over a blouse. You can wear it over anything you like. And this particular, let's make them itchy. So this particular piece here is, I'll tell you what it is exactly. I do need glasses for this part. Okay, it is 78% cotton, 22% silk. Yeah, 78% cotton and 22% silk. So yeah, that is WIP Wednesday, guys. It's quite a bit actually. But this week we made our tissue box cover. I know, right? If you haven't made our tissue box cover yet, let me get a nice close up. Look at those colors, they're so cute. Very spring, summer feel about them, haven't they? It's so bright. If you have not made our tissue box cover and you would like to make the tissue box cover, that will be the third link in the description box down below, or the second, one or the other. It'll say the word tissue box cover near it, so you can't go wrong. Just click on the link and go ahead and make that cover. And there you have it, guys. Those are the WIPs that I've been working on. And I've been working very hard. I'm always working very hard. No time for breaks. Thank you so much for watching. If you are joining us new, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and everything else. Oh, and if you are going to subscribe, make sure you click all in the bell button there so that you can receive all the tutorials in your inbox, because lots and lots of fun tutorials are coming up and you don't want to miss any. I don't want to miss any. Oh, wait a minute, I'm doing them, aren't I? So thank you so much for watching. I also want to make a special thanks to my sister Sarah for modelling the honey cowl for us today, and also a special thanks to all of my sisters for dropping by about a week and a half ago and having some crochet banter with me, as we do. If you wanted to see a little bit more of the crochet banter, I'll pop a link in the description box down below. It was New Year's a couple of years ago. We had a little bit of fun. It was sort of ad lib and no one was really focused on what we were saying. So it was a bit funny, a bit silly. And we weren't even drinking. So thank you to my sisters for popping in that day and having some fun with us, showing my subscribers here the honey cowl. All of you guys, the honey cowl. I hope you enjoyed the honey cowl. The stitch was a little bit intricate for everyone, and you know, practice makes perfect, as they say, or practice at least. Don't have to be perfect. You can see all the mistakes I've made, and that's only today. So thank you so much for watching, guys. You've been watching Mary. This is Well Crochet, and guess what, guys? Ciao for now.